Hey everybody, how's it going? Beautiful Wednesday here at the dojo. Today I will be doing some cleaning jerks. Nothing really programmed, just stuff I like to do for workout, for fitness. You know, I like to switch things up. So I'll probably be messing around. It's not a teaching video by any means. I'll just be going through a session and kind of talking about what's in my head and how I go about a training session. So things won't stay the same. I'll probably, clean and jerk, and then probably do hand clean and jerks, maybe go to double cleans or something like that. I like to keep it different, it's inconsistent, yes, but it's a lot of fun for me, so enjoy. So currently, I'm not geared up by any means, no weightlifting shoes or anything like that right now. I like doing that because then, I can start off with this kind of stuff, just mobility, really trying to drive my ankles down to the ground, so I could have a better stable catch, and just move better, really. So random warm-ups. My warm-ups are very inconsistent as well. I know that's a bad thing. People have kind of a set way they do stuff. Not for me, I do what feels good that day, what I feel like needs to be worked on. So I like to hit reps with multiple things. I guess I really do start with strict press quite a bit. What's up, girls? What are you guys doing? PE? That's pretty cool. So training at home can be, pretty boring, can be pretty tough too, especially with having kids around and that loud music that you would have in a CrossFit box or something like that, or a weightlifting gym in general. But, it's something I've grown accustomed to, kind of adapted to, and I love it quite a bit. I can, walk 10 steps from my house and get a good training session in. It's about a mindset. So if you change your mindset, you're probably going to change the way you live and change the way your sessions go. And that's a big deal for me because, a lot of times you go into a gym, things aren't going a certain way. You can start being negative and being vocally negative. And that's something you don't want to do. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people go to a gym and they have a bad session, they love to just talk about how the session is so bad, and it's quite toxic, For somebody who's having a good session, they don't want to hear about what you're doing bad. So change your mind, change the way you. Yeah, so even if your session isn't going well, it's okay to end the session early, in my opinion, especially if you don't have any, major goals or a competition coming up that you want to prepare for. For me in particular, I don't compete often anymore. I have more fun just practicing, if you will. And I'm happy to end the session early, even if it's going particularly bad, because what's the point of trying to power through something if your technique is bad for the day or your mindset's not right? So with that said, I like to try to find some kind of positivity in the session, in a bad session, whether that's be, maybe my front squats were good or whatever. Just find some little small wins and you'll have a better rest of your day, really. No, I'm not a squat jerker. I just like to do it for overhead mobility, thoracic mobility.
Take a video of it, okay?
It helps me for cleans and jerk, honestly.
I'm gonna take a video of it, okay?
What's up, homies?
Put that over my head.
So a session for me tends to be interrupted by kids quite a bit, whether it's a mess I have to clean up or they're hungry, so I have to end my sessions early on that too. And I'm okay with that because I used to just really get angry at them and just yell at them, and that wasn't healthy by any means. So taking a step back, putting things into perspective. Oh, I'm really out of breath. Reprioritizing my things to do in life. So kids obviously being number one for me, if you know me.
Yeah, can you see me?
And fitness comes after that, and that's okay with me, obviously. Should be for everyone.
Okay. Are we doing something really fun? No, don't stop that.
So I'm moving right now just to warm up to feel powerful. Acting as if there's, 150 kilos on the bar. So it puts me in the right mindset.
I know how to do it. Walk forward. Walk forward. A small step forward. Go.
So I'm gonna try to keep the session in under an hour. I feel keeping things under an hour for a session, kind of lets me have the rest of my day to enjoy, especially like a day today. It's super nice out. And primarily not to be burnt out. I think 2.5 hour sessions like I used to do was just way too much. I mean, I had different goals and the things I was training for, but it became so stressful.
Take a step forward.
I feel like I was away from my family all the time. And now I get to be home,
Take a step to the side.
to train, keep it short, keep it light, and still move. Because at the end of the day, I just want to move.
I can't see anything. Hey, is this the side?
What's up, dude? Back
Yep.
up.
Take a step sideways.
I used to be a fan of complexes. I still am, I guess. Just not lately. I just like to keep things to 1 rep, keep them quality, just like in my snatch session.
Come here.
But again, my session probably is going to change. Sorry, my kid's doing some recordings too, so I mean her video, she can hear me. So I'm probably going to do some changings, I'll probably go double jerk because that is my favorite complex. But 1 reps right now to start warming up. Again, it's about building quality into the session. Probably taking 60 quite a handful of times before I move up. There's no point in moving up if I don't feel good about it yet. Unless you're in a competition. Then you have to. Well, it is a nice day until the neighbors decide to have a bonfire, which is fine, but this thing's so bad. Kind of ruins the day a little bit. I guess that could be another distraction that I train for. Training at home, man, you have to prepare for anything, really. From your kids running onto the platform, people cutting the grass, people walking down the streets and stopping and staring, and the mailman coming up or whatever the case may be. In today's case, this smelly ass bonfire. So it's probably my last set at 60, as long as it feels good. See, I only did 1 jerk there because that jerk was pretty good. I don't want to double jerk and feel bad about it. And I think they just came. Now, I'm probably not going to go too heavy, just like my snatch session. Just doing what feels good. I don't know if I'm going to double jerk yet or if I'm just going to single jerk. But keeping it rather light because I don't lift as often as I used to. I try to keep it under an hour just to have a good time so I can have times with my kids and stuff like that, being outside. We're gonna take this another time. Probably just do 1 jerk For me personally, I think the jerk is the hardest of the three lifts, snatch, clean, and jerk. It doesn't seem that should be that way, but technically it's pretty tough for me. I think it's tough for a lot of athletes too. I don't think I'm alone on that. So, one rep, just really focusing on the quality of the jerk. Good enough to move up. Terrible clean. Oh my God. Terrible set. Just crashed in the clean, crashed in the catch. I think maybe just trying to be too powerful, keeping things out of position. So I'll take this once or twice again before I go up. Okay. So because that didn't go well for me, these last two sets at 100, I'm probably not going to go any heavier. I'm actually probably going to stop clean and jerking because I started off hot, but then started getting into a weird, bad rhythm. So I'm going to stop there, maybe hit some squats. My reason for stopping is because I just don't think my fast twitch is there today. I just don't feel really alive in my body. I think that's also with the mindset, also with the nutrition, right? I haven't had a real breakfast today or any kind of food for that matter. It's like 2 p.m. now. So instead, I'll probably do some pulls, do some light speed squats, call it a session. Now, if you're asking if I'm wearing a belt for 110 kilo pulls, yes, I am. I just don't want to risk anything going out. Again, I haven't lifted heavy in a long, long time. Yeah, it's just not worth it, really. It's nothing impressive by any means, but a few years ago, maybe even just a couple years ago, I was, cleaning 160s with ease, 170s with ease, but no more, no mas. So keep it light, keep my back intact, live to lift another day, as I always say. So, I don't know, probably 3 reps here. I don't believe in anything more than that because it's way too many. Hook grip, clean downs, maybe a pull. So watching me lift isn't particularly exciting, so if you stuck it this far, thank you. Just me in a lonely session, going through my mindset of what I do, stuff like that with the distractions I have and life of a dad. A beautiful wife right in front of me. So thank you for watching. Back to dad life. I'm not going to squat, by the way. Peace.